What do you think gave you that boost to do what you're doing right now?
I honestly think, Paolo, it was the mentality change for me. Of course, the confidence side of things came with the games and the minutes and then the trust from coach. But in terms of me as a player, my mentality really changed, and I feel that's propelled me to where I am now and to where I want to be even further in the future. So.
Jegs, you have a bit of a similar situation, but everyone in front of you in the depth chart of Meralco either got hurt or is resting throughout this period. You were given that opportunity, you had to grab it. Just what went through your head when you went through it?
I think like when you see games like that, I think it's just result of hard work. For sure, like James, for sure, like he does everything right on and off the court, sleeping right, working out, making sure you're in shape. And finally, when you get this kind of opportunity, I think it's the natural progression. If you stay ready, stay confident, knowing that you put in the work, I think the results will eventually follow. And to add to that, it's like all the opportunities, from the coaches, the trust that the coaches give you, the teammates have been very supportive as well. So it's all like, everything added up together to, show these results.
Yeah, you talk about sleeping right. I know this guy sleeps right. I've seen him shop for a mattress. But, you take a look, James, at your team in particular.
Yes.
Again, a great win streak that you guys have, and mainly attributed to the fact that your core is still active and you're allowed to be alongside that group. A lot of teams, a lot of players have found different ways to make do with, lesser rosters. But you're shining amongst the stars of your team. First of all, how does that make you feel in terms of your belongingness with the team? And is that the real reason why you are now on that 8-game win streak?
Well, I mean, for one, hearing it from you like that, that's a blessing, man. That's an honor to be playing, amongst the stars in my team. The likes of Paul Lee, Calvin the other game, Quia Mark, guys like them. I feel like it's just, this was part of the plan all along for us at Magnolia. Coming into the PBA on tour, Coach Cheeto really put into everyone's minds that we're not taking this lightly. We're using this as true preparation for the next conference because pretty much he told us, guys, we don't have picks. What we have here, who's coming to practice now, this is what we're working with.
Yeah.
So he doesn't care about really the other teams. All he cares about is working on our chemistry, our core, and our team. So.
And, James, that showed a lot actually in this whole on tour. You guys are playing like a well-oiled machine. But for you personally, I just want to ask you, was there a moment, in this PBA on tour where you were like, okay, I think I'm kind of getting my rhythm, my confidence? Was it like a bucket or two, like back-to-back buckets, or a block?
I think, honestly, one of the big moments was when guys just started passing me the ball.
Right. When Paul Lee usually takes shots, gives you the ball, right?
They're passing it to me now.
What was the difference before? Did you used to ask for a ball and it never arrived?
Yeah. I'll be honest, I think it's just my teammates trusting me more now because they've seen,
That's
Diego
huge.
said, they saw me put the work in, day in and day out. And, before, they'll just take that shot. They take that shot. They go for that layup. But now that they've seen what I can do, they see that, I can jump it off to James right there. I can go for a shot, fake, and pass it in like what Gio does. Because now I can actually catch it.
Yeah.
Like Jarek, he would tease me. He'd say, man, before, that ball would hit your face.
Right.
That ball would go here, there. Now we're
Better hands.
the rocks, better hands.
Better hands. So I want to ask you about this guy because he dropped 22 on you. All right? I mean, what does it mean to see a guy like that who hasn't had the opportunity before really grab that? And is that the magic of the PBA on tour for you?
I think that is part of the magic of this on tour. And I think it's also great that they're doing something like this because it gives people of all walks of life this opportunity. And like Diego did, he came in and dropped 22 on us. And for us, being a defensive juggernaut in Magnolia, 22 is like
Facts,
40
facts.
points, you know. So
But
it's like,
but it's
that's
not,
bucket,
all right?
man.
But yeah, I get
So-
you. I love, can I just say, I love the graphic that we have right there. It just says right there, Diego Dario erupts with 22 points
Yep.
for Magnolia. But Jegs, you know, you take a look at that game in particular, and it's not just that game that you've been doing well in. You've also done a lot of things. You mentioned that you're focusing a lot on defense. Talk about this coaching staff. It's new look compared to what we're used to.
Right.
How have they developed you and the rest of the team to try and look and do something different next conference?
Yeah, I think Coach Luigi Trillo and Coach Nenad they've been very supportive with all the players. They just basically want everyone to develop. You know, us learning the system with this on tour, and eventually, you know, when we do the right things on the court, I think the wins will come, and they know that for sure. You know, we've been studying film a lot, you know, working on skills a lot, and I think that's the culture that they're trying to set. Just trying to continuously get better as the game progresses, as the conference progresses, and you know, eventually when the real conference starts, that's when we start to get wins.
All right, so real quick here, James, I'm sure you've seen your tape. I'm sure you like what you see. But what do you think you need to work on even more to make sure that this translates in the next conference?
I think it's exactly that. I just got to keep working on my consistency.
Yeah.
Not be fazed about what's going on around me, what things I can't control, because that's something I struggled with in the past. Focusing so much on the outside noise that I'm not focusing on the main thing. And I feel like as long as I keep chipping away at myself, I think it'll translate to the conference when, you know, we have imports and some of the other fellas are back from Gilas and all that. So.
All right, so let's see how that will happen. Of course, we're going to be really excited for you and the rest of the guys, especially you, Jegs, because, you know, a little biased.
I just hope
you're on the
James
show a
doesn't
lot.
set like solid screens on me the next game or something.
I want to see him block you. I just want to see that happen, like maybe a couple of times. But James, don't go away because we have a lot more. Jegs, stop being an analyst, stop being a guest, be a host.
Back to host.